Okay, we're back and we are talking about more geometric forms. Working on our worksheet here. The next one is pyramid. So let's look at some pyramids. Okay, so one thing that all pyramids have is they all have a square base. Okay, and then each side is an isosceles triangle. So depending on if we're looking from the top down or if we're looking up at the bottom of it, we're going to see different things. We're never going to see more than 3 faces of the pyramid, no matter what. If you were looking straight on, you would only see 2. And let me switch to the solid foam block. So if you were looking straight on, it would look like this. If you were looking down on it, it would look a little more like this. If you were looking up at it, it would look kind of like that. So let's start with just how to draw a pyramid. So a pyramid is actually nothing more than a cube with the sides chopped off of it, okay? And what I mean by that is I'm going to draw a cube exactly the same as I drew this one over here. Oops, I got a little sloppy there. So I'm just going to do regular, straightforward, 45-degree angles, parallel lines that would not meet. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the imaginary line that we're not seeing. That is the back side of this cube. Okay, so we've got a cube. We know that on a pyramid, the base is a square, okay? And this is that. We're going to choose that this is an upright normal pyramid, okay? And then the point of that pyramid, okay, would be somewhere it would be right in the middle of here. And you can eyeball the middle, but there is a formula for it, which is if you want to find the middle of a parallelogram, all you need to do is just draw lines on these 2 diagonals, and where they meet here, that's going to be the top of your pyramid. And then all you need to do is just connect from the top here to each corner. So I'm going to do that real quick. And I say real quick, but I'm actually moving pretty deliberately, pretty slowly. And one thing that I'm being sure to do is to look where the pencil tip is going, not where I've been. I can always look back later and adjust. Okay, so I've got my pyramid, and I'm just gonna erase all the lines that I don't need. Right, I don't need these anymore. So that's why you go from a cube to a pyramid. What I would want you to do, so this is the straightforward one, okay? And this middle section is for experimenting with different orientations, okay? So we can still do it down, right? So let's start with our rectangular cube. And instead of a perfect cube, I'm going to make this one longer. And I'm going to copy this angle. So the angle of this is going to be the same as the angle here. Okay. Now, instead of having the pyramid point up, I'm going to have it point down. Okay, so this is actually the base of the pyramid. And if we drew our imaginary lines down here, it would look something like this. Okay. So we need to find the center of this. So that's going to be, if we draw an imaginary line here and imaginary line here, we'll say the tip of the pyramid's got to be here, okay? And then it's got to match up to these base lines here. So I'm just going to draw a line here. I'm going to erase this line because it's so close that I don't want it to confuse me. And then I'm going to draw a line here. This one was a little wobbly. And then I'm going to erase all these reference lines. So now I've got a pyramid where I'm looking down at the top of it and it's kind of long like that. So I would want you to try like just a few more. And honestly, when I draw a pyramid, I don't draw the whole cube. I just draw like this, this, and this. And you can kind of fake it, but it's not as accurate. What I would want you to do is try doing it with the try doing it with the cube at least one time. And then depending on how good you are at this kind of thing, you may or may not be able to fake it. You know, this is clearly not as like precise as this one. So yeah, try some different orientations. And then here you're going to do your thing with your light source. You'll choose a light source, either top right or top left. And you'll draw out your form, just one big pyramid. And then it's kind of the same as with the cubes in that, you know, each side is a flat color. Okay, so this is an example. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. Okay, of a pyramid. The sun is coming from the top left, okay, and it's pointing down. All of the light is hitting on the side of the pyramid that we can't see, okay? So that side is like pure white. This is getting some sunlight. This is getting almost no sunlight because it's directly across from the light source, okay? Now, if we took this light source and we changed it a little bit, for example, let's say here, the light source is a little bit farther down relative to the pyramid. You know, maybe this is, you know, sunset and the sun is low in the sky. The shadow here is a lot harsher. We're seeing more on the white here and less in the dark, as opposed to here where the sunlight is directly hitting a different face. So that's a factor. So this is an example of what an A would look like for these kinds of things here. You'll need to draw one. So draw one good one, and we'll call that done there. And that's it for this. Thank you. Bye.